You know, in these videos, I usually ask, where do I start? I think I know where I'm going to start this time. It's go time. Let's get it in, y'all. It's your boy Volcano. I'm out here on the road, headed into workplace number 1, trying to make it happen, of course, as we're supposed to. But I've been on a little journey here, and I want to take folks down that road with me. Also, so I put a challenge out there to a lot of my closer friends, and I wanted to see if somebody was going to adhere to it. And there's a bunch of things you can cut out when it's coming down to things you actually eat and taking in and doing with your daily life. And if I just run down that list a bit, it was breaking down and not eating as many carbs. I mean, because if you notice, I see a lot of different people going through different diets, and I just want to say that this is something that worked for me at one time. I was about 380 some pounds, 394 actually to be exact, and I ended up dropping back down to 300. Unfortunately, after that, I got into a car accident, was sitting up, my ankle was broken, and I ended up gaining all this shit back. And ever since then, it's been a struggle and a fight to try to get myself back down. I think I came back down again. I think the lowest that I got was about 340. Then it comes back up again. Now this is a yo-yo thing that keeps happening. At my highest, COVID time came, and yeah, shit got a little heavy, may I say. I literally got up, and I'm not even ashamed to say it. I'm not proud to say it, but I ended up getting up to 450 pounds. All right, that's a problem. That's an issue. Sitting around, not being able to go to the gym, not being able to do things, just eating. I didn't leave the house for 2 whole weeks. And next thing you know, it just went up and up and up and up and up. And the thing is, it goes up faster than it comes down. So here it is, I end up hospitalized, going through some stuff in my life, and having to make some legitimate lifestyle changes for me. And over the run of 2 years, ended up coming down 75 pounds. And then it plateaued and it stopped and it started going back up. And I seen where my mind went. My mind went back into a mode to where, you know what, I can have this, I can have that, I can cheat with this, I can cheat with that. Start snacking, start adding up shit, and then it starts increasing and going back up. And I can't see that trend go back up anymore. I'm sorry. It can't just do that anymore. So I've decided to go on to this. And I've included other people into it because, you know, yeah, it works better with help. I'm not holding certain people accountable for it, but at least I threw it out there and allowed people to say, hey, you know what, if you want to jump in, jump in. But here's the method. No more, I'm not, again, this worked for me before. And this was working for me with some moderate exercise, and, you know, other things came into play, but I'll break down this whole list. And this is all the stuff that I know that I legitimately did. First and foremost, to try to stay below 100 grams of carbs per day. That means if you eat something, look at the labels, read the stuff that's on there. You don't want what you take in for that day to end up being more than 100 grams of carbs. That's your sugars, that's your breads, that's all the rest of the stuff. And let's get to that part of the list. Number 2, no bread, no pasta, no rice. And when I say that, I mean not the bleached white, you know, the non-whole grain stuff. All right, you got to take that out of the diet. You got to take that out of what you're daily eating, because of the fact that does nothing but pile on carbs. It's a bad carb, and then it sits in your body. And if you're somebody like me, those type of carbs actually can create blockages. Some people are like that. It can create blockages and everything in your arteries and in your valves. So you don't want to do that. Stay away from that stuff. And this is something I have to follow. Another thing, healthy oils. Only take in healthy oils. Get rid of your pro-inflammatory oils, like your seed oils, your sunflower oil, your soy, all the rest of that stuff, if that's falling into the oil category. But sunflower, canola, things like that, get rid of it or heavily limit it. And focus more on stuff like avocado oil, olive oil. And the thing about, here's a misconception about extra virgin olive oil. people say I like to cook with it, but the bad part is if you cook with extra virgin olive oil, if you take it up above a specific temperature, it changes the type of fat that it is, and it becomes a bad fat. So if you're going to use extra virgin olive oil, you use that for your salad oils, your salad dressings, or just a marinade real quick, or not even a marinade, but just something just to drizzle onto your food. Some people even take it at like a teaspoon of it. And now cook with regular olive oil. You can do that. But if you want to get something where you're doing high heat cooking, you want to have a higher smoke point, you want to go with your avocado oils. Another thing to get over to is, or to eliminate, beef and pork. Because of the fact that these are higher in sodium and higher in cholesterol and higher in, these things, I have to be on a lower cholesterol diet, so this is the stuff that I'm following. So no beef, no pork for me, and if other people want to jump in with that, then that's fine. Sweets, sugars, pops, juices, get rid of it. Stick to water, a tea. If you're going to use a sweetener, this goes into the next item. Sweeteners, honey, or dates syrup. Those are your two. Those are fruits. Those are natural. Those are things like that. You want to stick to something a little bit more natural. So you want to stay away from your sugars, especially your white sugar, and you want to limit that. And that jumps into the carb factor. That jumps into stuff. You don't want to be raising certain glucose levels and everything also. If you're going to do certain foods like your cheeses and dairies, stick with your non-fat stuff, low-fat stuff, 2%. Hell, switch it out. So if you got to have milk, then have milk, but do it in that particular manner, because you want to get rid of all that extracurricular crap that's in there that your body does not need. Pus and it's mad nasty. I don't want to get into it. Switch over to almond milk. You can do that. But see, there is some sodium in almond milk, which brings me to my other point. You kind of got to watch the levels of sodium. I'm not going to say kind of. You should watch your levels of sodium that you're taking in. So no more than 1,000 grams of sodium per day. This is going to help you with regulating blood pressure. This is going to help you with water weight and maintaining that stuff. This is going to help with bringing some of that down. So you want to go with the less saltier foods. No fried food. I know a lot of people are going to say that, be mad about that. But no, you can't, no fried food. Now, if you're going to fry with something like avocado oil, then okay, air fry it. Nothing that's going to just sit and just get, soaked into the foods. Air fry it. And then switch to some alternatives. Instead of going with your typical white flour, chickpea flour, gram flour, there's oat flour, there's almond flour, there's all these other different alternatives and everything that you can use. I'm not saying that, the lifestyle that you grew up with was wrong. Maybe it fit for you as a child and as a young adult. But if you're getting up in age, these are some of the things you want to watch out for, especially if you're having health concerns and you want to drop down with weight. So, no regular flour, and use avocado oil if you're doing air frying. You can do fried chicken in the air fryer, and it comes out amazing if you do it right. Breathing exercises, get those in. Wake up in the morning. 25 exaggerated deep breath. Do those. Do it. It'll help to change you. It'll help you the way your body actually reacts and takes in oxygen. It'll help to keep you up. Stretching exercises. Do that daily. Just get up, stretch 10 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever it is. Stretch your whole body out, whatever you can do. You don't have to get yoga style, but if you want to, so be it. Do that. Also, there's exercise 3 times a week. Vigorous exercise. And then the other days that you're off, then do what's called an active rest. So walking, jogging, lightly, just something that's getting you up and moving, and you're not just sitting down and doing pretty much nothing. Keep a positive attitude. You kind of got to keep that, because you're going to be going through some stuff. But if as long as you trust in the process and believe in what you're doing, you should be okay. All right. Turn this off. And then the other thing is, make sure that you rest and rest and rest. Get your sleep in. Sleep as much as you possibly can. Some folks don't get a chance, an opportunity to really just rest. Get your rest in. And also, please make sure that before you rest for the night, don't eat 3 hours before you go to bed. 3 hours before you go to bed, don't do it. Within 3 hours of going to bed, make sure you don't eat. I think that's pretty much it. I've made it to my destination. I'm going to come back with more. I'm going to have more videos and everything to post up. But I want to put this up, and I want to get some gym videos and everything in there. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that follow button. Make sure that you actually are coming back and checking out some of these videos. I'm going to have music stuff. I'm going to have engineering stuff. I'm going to have, all different things. Pretty much I want to let you guys see the stuff that I'm doing up under the sun, and trying to, if I can inspire folks, so be it. If I can help people, so be it. I'm here to do that. I'm gonna have a whole lot to say. I haven't done my podcast in a while, and I'm really looking forward to getting back to doing that. So I got a lot of things in store for myself and everything that's going on that I would like to share with you guys. So thanks for tuning in. I'm your boy Volcano. Peace.